just about ready to roll. And towing the slab in this one, Kevin Gossman. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And the series is underway. Fouled off. He was late. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. Guerrero. He'll do it himself. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And let's take a look at the lineup.
Right fielder,
Chris,
Aaron
this is a
Judge.
lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
On the ground to the left. Jump throw. And they get the out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one's in there. That's strike one. Bellinger goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. Towing the slab in today's game. Number 31.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. And a foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First offering misses badly for ball one. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Next offering upstairs.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Schneider, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next pitch is outside. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Close one, doesn't get the call, and that is ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away. Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. In there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Fastball is outside.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Wells down to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Blue Jays leave a pair. Scoreless after 1. Game one of the
Leading off
division
for the
series.
Yankees, left
Now
fielder,
here's Giancarlo Stanton. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Over to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out.
Batting fifth, first baseman Ben Rice.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Swings through that one for strike one. Fought off foul. Left field. Straw getting an angle on it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman Ahmed
2 outs,
Rosario.
base is empty. And next for New York, Ahmed Rosario.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And now the count is even. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. That's long gone. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. That misses. Ball 1. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That missed by a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the ALDS. And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Inside, almost got him. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Two outs. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so
lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger. Fastball for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Dive, and he's got it. There's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. That one in triple digits. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Way high there. And now it's even 1-1. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And there's a ball. Runner on the go. Ground ball right side. And it goes just foul. Barger leads off first with one away. Next one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Out there to center. Grisham sprinting for this one. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. It's 1-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup, and now George Springer. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
for
And the batter
Yankees,
now, Anthony
shortstop,
Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Gosman back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. And that is out of play. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Just off the inside edge. One out, base is empty. That one missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And here it comes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Tied up here in the early going. And ball 1. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. So the Yanks go in order. Still tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Yeah, the first offering a fastball for a strike. That one missing inside. And that one misses up and in. 2-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Grisham sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Doubled his first time up. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him swinging.
Up next,
Anthony Santander.
Right
Next up for the Blue Jays.
Anthony
He reached out to walk his first time.
Santander.
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. And that one missing low. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and
Up
make the
next
call with
for
that
the
last
Blue
pitch,
Jays,
but neither happened.
center fielder,
Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Varsho in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Late swing, foul to the left. That one 95 to finish him off. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. All tied 1-1. Back here at Rogers Center, leading off, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Outside, ball 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Judge rips that one. Varsho under it. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. All tied up here in game one of the ALDS. This one in the air. Guerrero makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
At the plate, Ben Rice. That one fouled off. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. And that one is inside ball one. Just off the outside part of the plate. Next pitch is outside.
3-2, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ahmed Rosario would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Clement pulls that one down, and that is that. One left for the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back. Bottom 4. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Splits the plate. Strike one.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And now 1 and 2.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting.
So now here's the DH, Addison Barger. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Makes the grab, 2 down.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Ernie Clement, the next to hit, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
And a foul ball. Line drive, base hit, right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Next to hit, Miles Straw. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Now move to first. Clement back in on a dive. Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that drops in for a strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied 1-1. Game 1 of the division series. Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they jump out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Boots it.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony
Looked to me like he
Volpe.
got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. The shortstop takes a ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. So now 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Nobody out, runner at first. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, and they got him.
I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off. He was late. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Will Warren preparing to come on if needed. Doval also throwing. And fouled off. Goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman,
and now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Blue Jays down a run. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Trent Grisham. Gosman back to work. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Varsho makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Judge in the box again, takes a strike. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. To the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Tim Hill will take over here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. up and loosening in the pen. Cruz warming up as well. One down, base is empty. Outside. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that misses, and that's ball 2. That one down the line, and foul ball. And a 2-1 on the way. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now it's the DH, Addison Barger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tim Hill done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Pitching
New York,
change here. Mark
number
Leiter
56.
Jr.
And he's got a
Mark
big-time
Leiter
breaking ball to
Jr.
contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
First and second, 2 outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stanton up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Fisher, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 1-0.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Just missed. That one ripped, but foul. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 1 away.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Dominguez in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one lifted to left. Straw has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Down the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Foul ball there. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Cal.
Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Dominguez checks the runner. Rosario dives back in. Two outs. And that one hammered. And that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that drops in for a strike. Yankees up by 3. And it's 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering away upstairs. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
And another ball.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Yanks leading by 3 here in the late stages of game 1. Next pitch is outside. Liner, base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And he's got a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now the number 2 hitter, Davis Schneider. 1 for 3. And that misses. Ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The tying run at the plate. Late swing, fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. And just misses with that one. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Right side, Rice. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still 1 out there to pick up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mark Leiter Jr. will depart, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Camilo Doval takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
That one is absolutely belted. Runner from third comes across. It's 4-3. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 out, runner at second. Next to hit, Anthony Santander. First offering, and it just misses. And that's down and away. Squirts away a little bit. No advance from the runner, but it's 3-0 now. Guerrero over at second, 1 down. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
2 on, 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. First pitch, and he just misses.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That catches the zone for a strike. It's 2-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Late swing fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it, on to first, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at end the inning. They put 2 on the board, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Austin Wells digs in now.
Catcher Austin Wells.
Ball 1 there. Movement in the bullpen. Braden Fisher appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Brule, a left-hander, also throwing. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one inside, and it hit him. First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Wells around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in for a strike. This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That one almost got him.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Number 68 into the game.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 1 of the ALDS. Stays alive. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Got him. And that is a big first out.
Now batting.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Third baseman, Ahmed
So bases
Rosario.
all loaded up. Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Check swing, called strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Foul will we'll see another payoff pitch. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comebacker could be 2. Throws to first. That's it out.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 68 won't go any further, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Justin Brule.
Number 58.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike at the knees. Rice, the runner at third. Rosario on at second with 2 down. Just missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 10-3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Austin Wells. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting, the center fielder,
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two on, 2 outs. That one way outside, and now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Aaron Judge waiting to hit for the Yankees. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 3-1. This one in the air. Guerrero squeezes it, and that is that. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 10 and the Blue Jays 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Warren.
Now pitching for New York, number 98, Will Warren.
Now at the plate, Addison Barger.
For the Jays, designated hitter, Addison Barger.
Way high with that one. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. David Bednar getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Inside, and the count is 2-0. And there's a foul ball. There's a strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Ernie Clement. And the sweeper is off the plate. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two down, bases empty. And the batter now, Miles Straw. Swing and a foul straight back. Up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
45.
Tommy Nance.
Tommy Nance.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these
Aaron
outs
Judge.
against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Santander makes the play, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Trey Savage, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Rodriguez getting loose as well. The Yankees up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. That one missed. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And Belly goes down on strikes.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 outs, base is
Giancarlo
empty.
Stanton.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. That one's in there, 0-1. Nance sets, fires. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a little bit low. Hard hit to third. Sends it to first. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. But they still lead by 7. It's 10-3. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Here's
the
the
Jays,
shortstop at the plate. George Springer.
Springer.
Warren back to work. Rosario tosses to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Second baseman Davis Schneider.
Now it's the second baseman, Davis Schneider. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swings through that. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On a line out towards center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Now batting, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So they're down to their final out. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take game 1 on the road.